If you're wondering why my beard looks whack and or my hair, I just did a crazy video on my other channel, AJ the Alchemist. Go subscribe. You might be thinking, what the hell is going on? Where am I? And why does it look so horrible? Oh, that's my lens cap. Well, I'm in a half broken room and I'm super backlit. And there's a line probably going through me. And I can't see that because I'm vlogging with a 90mm lens on an APS-C sensor. And the camera is probably crooked. And I can't really see the screen. So, I'm sorry. But at least I'm backlit. Look, I'm cinematic. Yeah, story time. So, one day AJ went to, let's call him David. AJ went to David to buy a camera. And David was the father of the owner of the camera. The owner passed away a few years ago. And David wanted to sell the camera to somebody that would use it. So I decided I'm going to be that person. And the camera that I purchased was this sweet little thing, the Minolta SRT 101. And attached to this camera at the time was my neighbors are working on their house. Attached to the camera at the time was a Minolta Rocco 135mm f3.5. A really nice lens. The optics were scratch-free, but there was pretty bad fungus on the inside of the lens. So I decided, what the heck, I'm just going to shoot with it and see what happens. Inside the camera was a roll of expired, like super expired, Agfa XRG. Really nice film when you shoot it properly. Clearly I didn't, as you'll see. I walked around, took a couple shots. I probably took like 3 weeks to finish the roll because I'm not used to shooting with the Minolta SRT 101. I'm used to Pentax cameras. So I was like, okay, cool. Got comfortable, took some shots. Whatever I saw that looked nice, I took a picture of. And then I decided for like the last couple shots, I'm going to roll this roll of film up. And I'm going to put it in this baby. This is my Nikon F. And I really love this camera. And on this camera is a Micro Nico 55mm f3.5. And this thing is razor sharp, like wide open already. So I walked around, and even though it's just a macro lens, it was the only lens that I had for the camera at the time. I walked around and I took a couple shots. And on the last frame, before I took the last frame, I got given a super scratched up lens. Because then I had a second lens. And I was like, okay, I'm going to throw this on. It's probably going to look trash, but like, what's the worst that could happen? Because I probably messed up the whole roll already. So I took the last frame and I took the roll of film to Cape Film Supply. If you guys know Cape Film Supply, you know that they are the ish. And if you live in Cape Town, go pay a visit. They do awesome work. Anyway, got my scans back. Just chose the low res option because I didn't know what was going to come out. And we got some interesting results, to say the least. Now, I'm going to show you the unedited versions of the scans that I got back as is. And then I'm going to show you the pictures that I edited because I tried to save some of the shots. And knowing me, I'm trash, so the shots probably look even more trash than the originals. But yeah, don't expect a ton of detail. Firstly, it's expired film. Secondly, it's low-res scans. And thirdly, I cropped the pictures. So, well, the edited versions anyway. Let's talk about our results. So firstly, it looks like there is a ton of light leaking onto the film. But then I looked at the shots that I took with the Nikon, and then I realized, hey, my Nikon doesn't have light leaks. What's going on? Then I came to the realization that this film probably deteriorated. Well, it definitely deteriorated, because how else would these purple weird ass looking marks come on the film? David did say that, remember David from the start of the story? David did say that the camera was stored well for as long as he had it. And I don't know how long he had it, because before that, the person who had it probably just chucked it in a window, or the camera probably got wet or something, because what else would make these marks? You can see that the film lost its character. If you did Google images of fresh Agfa XRG, you know how the colors look. Yeah, the colors look more low contrast. I think that if this roll was fresh, I would have crispy lines. Well, with XRG, you're not going to get the most detail, but you're going to get more than on these pictures. And I was confused because this lens, as I said before, is super sharp. So I thought that some of the close-up shots that I took with the Nikon would at least be sharper. Clearly I was wrong again. But overall, I think I really do like the shots, regardless of the weird purple marks on the tops and the bottoms of the pictures. I really do like the shots, and they would have been really cool if I knew what I was doing, but I don't. And then there's the last frame. I want to talk about the last frame. So remember that scratched lens that I was talking about that I threw on for the last frame? Well, this is the unedited scan that I got back. And then, yeah, this is the edited version of the scan that I got back. That is bad. Like, it looks like, remember when you had an E250 or Motorola Razr? If you took a picture on that, but you had Vaseline on your camera, and then you smudged it with your finger, and then you blew on your lens like and left it like that, and then took a picture, that's what that picture looks like. I don't understand how it could be that bad, because the lens wasn't like, it didn't have deep gouges in it. It was just like light scratches. There was quite a few of them, but I've shot with lenses that were scratched before, and none of them looked this bad. So overall, it was a fun experience. It was a good experience, even though the results came out bad. I enjoyed it. And if you ever had a bad roll, or if you ever had a bad month of shooting film or whatever, or photography in general, digital as well, just remember that I exist and my photography exists. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a like and stay tuned for more. Peace.